Xtina's live. Ooh, Psychic Xtina's live. Psychic Xtina live. Woo, 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 woo. Psychic Xtina live. Psychic Xtina live. Live with Deandra, sweet girl, queen 24. Hi there, you guys. Hi there. Thanks. That's my intro song. Hi, Barbara Jane. Hi, Wasted and Gorgeous. Hi there. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, hi, Clayton. How's everybody doing tonight? It is a full moon. I didn't miss it, right? It's the full moon tonight. Hi, Traviesa. Hi there, you guys. So it is a full moon. So you're going to Sydney, Australia. Yeah, time each day, night. Oh, you're in Australia. So right now it's nighttime where I'm at. It's very late. It's like 11 p.m. It's 11 p.m. where I am at. It's full moon. You're feeling amazing. Just drinking wine, praying, and meditation. Because that's what you do when you're drinking wine. Tea time. You know what I did? I got Dutch Bros. I got a big ass coffee. Look how big it is. You're in Inglewood, California? Oh, no problem. Tea time sounds good. Normally, I'm drinking tea, but I had a lot of tea today. I drank so much tea today. So, what chakra should we light for tonight? Maybe what would be a good one to release? Let's see here. Where's the red one? We could do crown. Dinner time. Oh, maybe because you're in Orange, California. Maybe it's because it's um in Cancer and it's ruled by the moon. Cancer rules the moon, so it's in its sign. It is in its sign. Heart chakra. I think I'm going to go for the purple one. The purple one. Let's see here. Time to chill out. Well, Cancer holds on to stuff, you know. Cancer, the crab, they have that big old claw. And that big old claw, and they just clamp on. And so we're going to try to release tonight. We are going to release and we're going to open ourselves up to manifesting our dreams. We were talking about today. Yeah. It can be a little clingy or emotional. This is for enlightenment. Lotus blossom. Let's see here. All right, we are lighting the incense. Oh, hi, Helen's Light. How are you, Helen? Thanks for joining me. You're on Twitch. So let's see here. We are lighting some crown chakra incense with a Venus candle. We are getting in the space. We are going to be releasing releasing. So I did this manifestation spread late last night and I still have it down. Well, magic is my middle name. So we are making some magic tonight. We are making some magic tonight. Okay. So I have a little notepad that I got from Goddess Provisions. It's a tarot notepad. So it's the magician. Tonight it's the magician. And I have the manifestation card. So ask and it shall be given you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh, receiveth. Hear that? Everyone that asketh. So today, me and my boyfriend, so nice to get your partner in on your manifestations because I've been talking about like manifesting money, but like I wouldn't even know what to do with $3 million if we manifested $3 million. Like what would you even do with that? And so he said we would buy businesses. And so do you guys want to hear what we'd buy? We would buy an apartment complex and charge rent. So like a 20 unit apartment complex. And we would buy a grocery outlet because grocery outlet's awesome. We would buy a Sonic burger drive through because come on, you always there's never a Sonic nearby, right? Like you see the commercials for Sonic and it's never nearby. It's always like 100 miles away. So we'd get a Sonic, we'd make Sonic local, and we would have a gas station with a car wash and a amen on the Sonic, right? We'd have a truck, a what is it? A gas station with a food truck and a car wash, and we would have a crystal shop. And so those are all our businesses. Those are all our business. I think that would probably cost more than $3 million to buy all those businesses, but why not, right? Like if amen on the Sonic. I tell you. Well, there was one in Salem, but it's closed. So you'd buy an island. Well, who's going to be on the island? So like businesses. So we were thinking about businesses. So if you had like 3 million, $5 million or whatever, and you could buy a business, what business would you buy? You would do things for animals? Yeah, well, that would be our property. We would have property and we would have animals on the property. And we were talking about maybe having a marijuana farm and then having cows or something or goats for the manure on the farm and stuff. Or we would buy property and farming property and sell it out to farmers and then the farmers can do it. Yeah, real estate would be the apartment complex. So we would have an apartment complex. So what would you buy if you had like a few $1 million and yeah, you'd buy real estate? Yeah. So what would you buy if you had a few $1 million? Like what kind of business would you buy? Like I love grocery outlet. I would be all over a grocery outlet. Like to have like a picture of me and my boyfriend, like the cartoon picture at the front, like we own this. This is owned by us. And so we would own it. And we would have our picture at the front, like owned by the Tristans or whatever. Because I would imagine we would have to get married. So anyways, like thinking like what kind of business would you buy? Tell me what kind of business. Like get your mind going. Real estate. You would want to invest so that you can donate to causes that you want to. Ah. Start your own healing center. Oh, would you start like a psychic school too? Like a psychic school and healing center? Ooh, that's a good idea. Yarn and 420. What about a dispensary? Oh, hi, Melissa. Melissa, I brought my anhydros on the live to show you yarn, like real estate. Yarn is so cool You would have a laundromat, smart, couple residential homes for homeless mental with kids, market and donate to Hearing Association. Wow, that's really good. Laundromat is super smart. Do you live in a city? Laundromat is smart. I love Grocery Outlet. I totally like Grocery Outlet has provided for me all throughout this pandemic. Like when everything was taken off the shelves of all the other stores, I had a Grocery Outlet across the street and it always had everything we needed. That and an Aldi. Like the Aldi had meat when there was a meat shortage and but Grocery Outlet, I would always say Grocery Outlet shall provideth. Hey. Oh, let me see here. So let me get this one so you can see. So this is the anhydrous. Oh, hi, Angie. You see the oh, oh, love you too, sweetie. I love Aldi. So what business would you buy, Angie? And here's another one. Let me see here. Let me find the moving. It like really moves. You can kind of see it moving around. He's such a crybaby. You saw the water bubble? Let me see here. Let me see if I can find. This has like a lot of movement in it. Oh, thank you. Hold on. These are anhydrous. I brought them on for Melissa. Let me see. It's hard to see anhydrous on on the screen. Is the puppy being a problem? Oh. Come on, pups. Why are you being such a problem? Anyways, I'll show them more. I need some sponsors. Oh, Aldi, it was a store back in Oxnard. Back in Oxnard. Oh, there's Helen again. And I brought on this one. This one's just so pretty. This isn't an anhydro though. There you are. You were born in Oxnard. Viva Oxnard. Traviesa. Yeah, I just moved to Oregon from Oxnard. So yeah. So anyways, what business would you have? Melissa, what business would you have? I know you're only on here for a second, but if you had like $3 million and you could invest in a business, what business would you buy? We have a laundromat, we have houses for mentally ill people with kids. Um yeah, for sure. It was a nightmare in Oxnard. The weather is beautiful. It's a lot colder, but Oxnard's always been very temperate. So, you know how it's always like 70, 80 degrees in Oxnard. So here it's like 50 degrees or 60 degrees. It's like colder here. But um so yeah. So what business would you buy? So I was doing this manifestation reading last night. I was doing this manifestation reading last night and I thought it was very interesting. He wanted to go dark pharmaceuticals. That's smart. That's smart. Pharmaceuticals. It was cold in Oxnard for Christmas. We had an ice storm up here a couple days before Christmas. You'd buy a ranch and sell livestock. We were talking about that, but I would feel sad to know where the cows were going. Hi, Prerna. Happy New Year to you too. So, Prerna, what would you buy if you had a couple $1,000,000 US dollars and you could buy a business? What would you buy? Like, what kind of business would you buy? Ranch and sell livestock. I would just be sad for the livestock. I'd be like, "Goodbye. I love you." Like, I don't know if I would be able to say goodbye to the livestock. I'd be so sad. And so we were talking about farming. We were talking about farming, but like the farming, that would be hard. So maybe goats, something in farming. So another farmer. Interesting. Interesting. Rice. Ooh, farming rice. That's smart. Never thought about them. They don't see them as living. They're very, very living. Sometimes we get so bogged down we fall away from our wildest dreams. Yeah, we've been really thinking about it. Like, what would you do if you had like a lot of money? Because so I started doing this manifestation reading. And so it's still down here. So from last night, and I decided to keep it up because I thought it was really interesting. There was only a couple of people on the live last night. And so it talked about that inside, like in 1111, that inside when we manifest, like we have like a good plan, like we were like in harmony with what we want. But then when it goes to like dealing with other people, that's where the problems kind of start with manifesting what we want. And so I was thinking, if we want to manifest $1,000,000, to like get on $1,000,000 mindset, then we need to think at the $1,000,000 mindset vibration. We have to think, okay, we're at this vibration of the $1,000,000 mindset. But when we're at that vibration of the $1,000,000 mindset, we're also with a lot of other people that have the same mindset. And so we want to attract the people that also have $1,000,000 mindset. And so we may be used to attracting the people that make about the same amount of money that we make. And so we want to elevate and start thinking like a person who makes $1,000,000. So we want to start imagining. And so one of the things that come here, pups. One of the things is that we have to have a good attitude. And so I was kind of mentioning about being a sourpuss, of being depressed all the time, or being moody, or like complaining all the time. Like if you have $1,000,000 mindset and you're talking to people who are making millions of dollars and who want to invest in you, they don't want to hear somebody complain and somebody's depressed and they're not able to function. Like they want to know that you are at like peak performance, that you are at peak performance and you're going to perform and you're going to achieve and you're going to attain great things, and that you're worthy of investing because you're going places and they're going places. So we all want to be in this mindset that is able to make $1,000,000. But if we're like in these depressed mindset and complaining and stressed out and paranoid that somebody's always out to us, or we're judging other people and we're stuck in the past, if our mindset, then we're pushing the people away that can help us attain $1,000,000. Because if we're going to attract $1,000,000, if we're going to attract $1,000,000, we need to attract people that have money. And so we need to be in a higher vibration, because all the money is coming from other sources. It just doesn't roll out of the mountains. It is formed and it is brought to us, and we exchange service in exchange for the money. So we need to get on a mindset of like, how do you interact with people that have this money that they're willing to release or invest or pay, or like we want to elevate. And so I think and so in the cards also said like we can't be in this space of competition and of struggle and of we're better than so and so and they're better than us. And it's like that is anti the $1 million mindset. The $1 million mindset is we're creators, we're creating more money, we're not competing for money, because if we're competing, then somebody else is going to beat us and they're just going to take all of our money and we're going to be broke again. And and so it's not about hunger and control and power. Yeah, it's about giving service, but it's also thinking at the $1 million level. Like how do we do that? So I was kind of thinking about this. So I asked my boyfriend, like, well, if we had, because if you attract what you need, you attract what you need. So if you don't need $1 million, if you don't need $1 million, then you're not going to attract $1 million. So you have to have a need. So then what would you do? We're talking about manifesting $1 million mindset. Really, we're talking about manifestation, and we're going to do a little moon release, full moon release, and full moon manifestation. And so I threw down cards for manifesting your goal, and these last night, and these are the cards that came up, and I thought it was really interesting how we have the manifestation down inside. We may have this vision and we may want it and we may desire it and stuff like that, and we may even chase after it a little bit, but it's the other people that we have to interact with that brings forth the good that we desire. It's the other people. So we have to attract the other people. So how do we do that? How do we do that? How do we do that? And so we all want to good feelings for 2023. Well, yeah, sure. We want to attract money. We want to attract money, but we want to attract the people that have the money, because the money comes to us through a source. So we can't just say, no, 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 I want money, I want money, I want money. It's like we have to attract people that come to us through our psychic impressions. We attract minds to us, people and their minds say, yes, I want to give her money. Yes, I want to invest in her cause. Yes, I want to do this. But you also need to have a purpose for the money that you desire. You have to have a need. So if you decide like, okay, I want to buy a house, and you start taking steps to buy the house, you get a realtor, you look, then you'll attract the money to get the house. But you're not going to attract the money if you're just thinking about buying the house. No, you have to go get the house, and the money will come. And the money will come if you want the house. That money is a resource, but God or the divine is the source. Yes, that's true. That's true. But it's God works through people. God works through people. So money is a resource and it's a tool that we use. And God is the source of everything. But God works through other people with like minds that we attract, and then we have an exchange of services, and then money comes through that. So money comes through the exchange of services. And so God is the source of everything. I mean well, there's a thinking stuff. Everything is made of this thinking stuff, or you can call it law or the divine, your higher power. is there's this, everything is made of this thinking stuff, and we can place an idea in the thinking stuff, and what we place this idea in the thinking stuff, it'll be returned to us in the form of an object. But that object has to be made by a person. It has to be mined by a person. The gold needs to be brought out of the mountains. The gold needs to be discovered and then mined, and then pressed into coins, and then brought to market and put into a bank, and then bought by a thing, and then backed by a dollar. And there's like, and so we wonder why it takes so long to manifest something, is because it has to go through certain channels, and it grows like a seed. It's a seed that grows, and so it takes a while. There's a gestation period for every seed. It takes a while for something to spring up and to grow, and so it takes time. But we need to practice our social skills. That's kind of what I'm getting at. And because the opportunity is around there, but we have to be in the place of mind where we attract like-minded individuals, and that we're good to these people, and that these people want to invest in us because we have a mindset that is focused on increase and growing, and we have a growth mindset. We're pushing forward. We're moving our lives forward, and we bring other people's lives forward, and so they're going to want to invest in us. But if we're depressed and stressed and paranoid and judgmental and focused on the past, these are not very invest worthy mindsets. And so you would think, well, would I want to invest in someone who is kind of depressed all day? Like, you know. So anyways, that is what I've been thinking about. So I talked to my boyfriend. Hi, pups. We have a song, Pups. Ah, Pup Dog of America. Come here. Come here, Pup Dog of America. Here's the Pup Dog of America. He's such a licker. He just has to clean. So anyways, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think you have a millionaire mindset? Do you think you have $1 million mindset? Where is your mindset? What dollar amount do you think your mindset's at? And what do you want to increase that mindset to? What do you want to attract? And how do you think you can change your mindset? Because everything is a vibration. And so if our thoughts are on a certain vibration, we'll attract whatever else is on this vibration, including the people that are on this vibration. We'll attract the people, and we'll be in a social circle of everybody that is totally destined for abundance. I'm down for that. I want abundance. Do you want abundance? So we have to be in the right state of mind, and we have to have passion. I mean, the rest of the cards are saying it's like you need to take action on an idea, and you have to have passion for bringing about the result that you want, and that you have to be creative and imaginative, and you have to let things go. You have to not take things so personally. Everything is a blessing. You got to see the opportunity. You got to see the opportunity, and you have to arrange the incoming of the blessings. You have to arrange. You have to be organized. You have to have order in your life so that you can accept the blessings when they come. They have to come somewhere. So you need a little pile that they can come into. It's the law of the vacuum. When you follow what lights you up and stay true, things work out. Yes, that's true. And I mean, things will, and so we're programmed for survival. We're programmed for survival. And so we want to reprogram for abundance. We want to reprogram our brains for abundance because we're programmed for survival because we're animals, but we're not animals. We're divine creatures that have a mind and have a direction, and we have the power to create. We're creators. And so we're creators that are programmed for survival. So we want to change our programming into being creators of abundance. We want to create abundance and have abundance for everyone. So, full moon release. So, we're going to release for the full moon. We're going to release. And so, certain things that I would like to release are bad attitudes, attitudes that are keeping me from attracting people with $1 million mindset. What are the attitudes that I want to harvest and that I want to plant seeds for, and what are the attitudes that what weeds do I want to pull out and replace with better habits. So I'm going to write on the top of this piece of paper, this is our release. So I'm going to write on the top, full moon. You little grunter dog. Can you hear him grunt? Full moon release. So tell me what you want me to write down here to release. What do you want to release? What attitudes do you want? What weeds do you want to pull out of your garden? My dog is so cute. He is so cute. I have another dog he's chilling next to me. I brought a dog bed in here because the dogs, they like to hang out with me when I go live. They follow me around. The pups follow me around. I feel so charmed to have dogs follow me around. So what are the weeds that you want to pull? There you go, pups. What are the weeds that you want to pull? I want to pull. So what do you want to release? I'm going to write them down and then I'm going to tear them up. So we're doing a release with the full moon. Friends that don't believe in you. Okay. So judgers. So people that don't believe. So toxic friends, we can put that down. Toxic friends. You want to release heartbreaks. You want to release toxic people. You want to release negative thoughts. So I'm going to write negative thoughts. Depressed emotions. I want to put depression. I have no time and space to be depressed. I don't have time and space to be depressed. Self-doubts. Self-doubts. Stagnancy. But what's the weed you want to pull that's keeping you stagnant? What is the weed that you want to pull? Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of letting people down. So fear of success and failure. Other people's opinion. What else do you want to release? I want to release paranoia. Like that's another fear. Or like what would you call it of like I don't believe you or I don't trust you or mistrust. Mistrust in others and mistrust of the universe. Not trusting God. Mistrust of the divine. I want to be, hey, Queen of Cups, we are doing a full moon release. And so we are pulling the weeds in our subconscious. Yes, I have. Yes, I did. It's not a PDF. Well, I guess it's a PDF, but it's an ebook. So I sent it to you last week. So you can check but you need to download it within 10 days, or else it's because it's a type of file that you need to download. So, full moon release. What are the weeds that you want to pull out of your subconscious garden that is keeping you stagnant, that is keeping you still? What are the weeds? Um, I want to release the past. I want to release the past. Um, I want to release stress. Stress. I absolutely want to release stress. Um, I want to release judgment, judgment of others, judgment of others. Our lives have no space. Like you were saying, Deandra, we have no space for heartbreak. Blockage of happiness to be removed, letting go of anything that doesn't serve your purpose, and healing. Release worries. So what is that? So what is that blockage of happiness you want to remove? Is it depression? What is that blockage of happiness? Is it a mistrust in God? Is it a lack of faith? Releasing a lack of faith, because I want to be a faithful person and I want to have faith all day. Release what's keeping you from feeling your crochet art isn't shop worthy, although shops have told me to display your art for sale. Oh, so release a fear of failure. Fear of failure, fear of the release of the idea that we're not good enough. The idea that we're not good enough or worthy. So release unworthiness. Unworthiness, lack of faith in God. Absolutely. We want to release a lack of faith in the divine. That because if we're depressed and if we're anxious, do we have anxiety? Anxiety. If we have anxiety and we're constantly worried and we're stressed out, then about a potential future that is not put in place yet, that hasn't happened yet, then we're having a lack of faith. We're having a lack of faith, and it's not. We're having a lack of faith, and so we want to have faith in our higher power. We want to have faith in our higher power because that keeps us buoyant. Well, I'm using words that everyone can I'm using words that everyone can agree with. So not everybody believes in God. So I'm using words that everyone can. So God, divine, higher power, it's all the same. So I'm using, what would you, almost like gender neutral words for the universe. So release fight or flight traumas. Yeah, release PTSD. PTSD, stress, absolutely. Absolutely. What do you want to release? Lack of faith in our partner. Oh, you sleep well too, Clayton. Lack of faith in our partner. Disputes. In our partner. Release disputes. Release disputes over past shit that doesn't matter, like stuff that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. We want serenity in our lives. And in order to have serenity, we need to accept the things we cannot change. And so uh, we need to release control over the outcome of things that we can't control. Do you guys agree with that? Release control, control of outcomes, because there's so few things that we have control over. So few. We have control over our decisions and over our actions and over our thoughts, but we don't have control over things like our health. Our health is like getting sick and stuff like that. Like we can only make good decisions, and those, yeah, release control of outcome. A lot of people have these fixated ideas that a relationship should end a certain way. That, yes, we're dating, so that automatically means we should end up married and we should be with each other for the rest of our lives. It's like, no, there's two people working here. Two people, they grow together, and then they grow apart or they stay together. And so we have to allow the other person. So we have to release control of other people. We can't control other people. We have to let other people do their things. And that's also a faith in God thing, or a faith in the divine, or a faith in your higher power. You is I'm supposed to be with who I'm supposed to be with, and I'm in harmony with who I'm supposed to be in harmony with. And whatever happens in the future is what happens in the future, and we have to release control over that and have faith that our lives are exactly how they're supposed to be. But we create our circumstances. We have to pursue what we want, and then but allow the universe to clothe it and to give it to us in the form that is most appropriate for our life's journey. So yeah, we have to releasing control over outcome is also, a lot of having faith in God or your higher power. I'm going to say higher power because God, I'm not always really comfortable with that word. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not, um but yeah, we have to have faith in our higher power. Oh, that's so nice, Clayton. Thank you. you know we have to have faith in the thing that's higher than us, the thing that knows more. We have to be willing to be teachable, to release that idea that we're better than one another, or that we're more special, or more, they call it terminal uniqueness. We're not. I mean, we are unique, but we're not unique. We're all here together and we're all connected. And so that idea that somebody matters more than another, or what I mean? What would be the word? Like non-equality. I kind of put judgment of another, just this. I'm going to write terminal uniqueness. Release terminal uniqueness. So what other weeds? Lack of motivation. Lack of motivation. And that's also depression. That's also depression. What else? What else do we want to remove from our guide? Entitlement. Yeah. Entitlement. Remove entitlement. Yeah. Um Competition. Yeah, that's a good word. Competition with others, like the need to compete. Healthy competition is when you're competing with yourself, when you're competing with yourself, and release being shy. Yeah, being shy, or being afraid of asking for what you're worth. or what you're worth, afraid to speak up, you know, afraid to speak your truth. So again, that's more fear. Fear is at like the base of so many of our challenges. Fear is a big stopper of everything, but a fear is a lack of faith, fear of rejection. Absolutely. Rejection. Yeah, fear is huge. It's a lack of faith in your higher power, it's like I'm scared that things aren't going to work out. And and that fear has no place. Fear of the government. you know, fear of institutions, fear of big institutions. Do you know what I mean? Like people may fear taxes, and they may fear their bills, and they may fear um I'm going to put fear of institutions. And I'm going to write taxes in there too. Taxes and bills. Um, sure, fear of women's loss of rights. We have to face we have to we have to face what is, I try not to get political, but we have to be personal as to what we fear, and so we should not fear institutions or the government. So fear. Um what else do we want to pull from? What other weeds do we want to pull? Tiredness. Tiredness, laziness, unhealthy choices, expecting magical solutions that are not founded in action, you know, if that makes sense. Because we're doing this, but then we have to do the work. I'm going to tear this up, but then we also have to do the work to remove the thing. So magical pills, um, you know, as this may be a pill, but it doesn't, if we don't do anything about it, then nothing changes. Nothing changes. So that's like a lack of motion, a lack of encouragement, lack of motion. What else do you want to remove? What do you want to remove? We're doing a full moon release. Hi, Trish. Addiction. Hi, Livy. Did you block that guy, Livy? Did you block that guy? Creepers. We are doing a release for the full moon. So I'm writing down a list of things that we're going to tear up in a minute. We're going to tear this shit up because we don't need it in our lives. What don't you need in your life? I'm just going to put health problems, bad habits, bad habits. Yeah, you blocked him. Did he email you or anything? Did he say, like, I love you, ma'am? Stress, right. Yeah, we want to release stress. I have that down, but I'll write it again. What do you want to release? Yeah, other people's opinions. Um, I'm sure anger, sloppiness, not getting things done, bad eating habits. Hi, Alexis. Laziness, absolutely. We have that written down. What do you want to release for the full moon? What weeds do you want to pull out of your subconscious mind that is no longer serving you? What do you want to pull out, Alexis? What do you want to release tonight? And I'll write it down. What do you want to release? There's a lot of spiritual healers that are entering my live tonight. I can't tell who is legit and who's a scammer. So I would just like to warn that if any of you are followed by some sort of a spiritual healer from this live, be sure to block them. It's probably a fraud or scam. So just beware. There are people entering this live and they kind of have sketchy names. Worry, anger towards family, anger towards family. Paradigm, false beliefs, wrong partner in your life, and family evilness. So that would be toxic people. Toxic people. Hello. What would you like to release? What would you like to release? I can read our list. Do you want me to read our list of what we're releasing? Do you want me to read it? And then I'm going to tear it up. Okay, full moon release. Releasing toxic friends, negative thoughts, depression, self doubt, stagnancy, fear of success and failure, and other people's opinion, mistrust in others, mistrust of the divine, past stress, judgment of others, worries, lack of faith, idea that we're not good enough, unworthiness, anxiety, PTSD, lack of faith in our partner, disputes, control of outcomes, control of other people, terminal uniqueness, lack of motivation. I like that. Grudges. Grudges. That's a good one, Don. Entitlement, competition, being shy, afraid of asking for what you're worth, fear of rejection, fear of institutions, taxes, bills, government, tiredness, laziness, unhealthy choices, magical pills. Oh, thank you. Um, Lack of encouragement, lack of motion, addiction, creepers, health problems, bad habits, stress, anger, sloppiness, not getting things done, bad eating habits, worry, paradigm, false beliefs. Seven eyed, I don't give free readings. So if you would like to ask a personal question on this live, then like if you're asking a psychic question, you do have to pay for that. You do have to pay for that. So, all right. I'm going to tear up our fears. Are you guys ready for me to tear it up? We're going to tear this sucker up. Speak now. Are you guys ready to release it? We are going to release. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm waiting for you guys. A bunch of people just jumped off the live, so I guess they don't want to release. Yes, tear it up. It's kind of tearing up in a weird way. It doesn't want to get torn. So we are tearing this sucker up. We are tearing this sucker up. We don't need it in our life. We are plucking these things from our subconscious. Fear. Fear is being replaced by faith as we are tearing up what no longer serves us. We are releasing what we don't need, what is uglying up the water, what is polluting our self-conscious. We are getting closer to our dreams as we tear up these little shitstorms that give us problems. What don't we need in our lives is being removed from us. What we don't need is no longer an issue. These are things that we're going to replace in just a minute. So we are continuing to release from us these things that don't matter. These things that don't matter. Here it is. Let me see here. You're welcome, man. Okay, so that is gone. So now, what a full moon replenish. What do we want to replenish in our lives? What do we want to replace these bad seeds that we're tearing out of our consciousness? What do we want to replace them with? I know of one thing I want to replace them with is faith. Faith. Faith and our higher power. What do you want to replace this with? Healthy habits. Healthy habits. Joy. Passion. What do you want? What do you want in place of these things? Love. Acceptance. Worthiness. What do you want to replace? Peace. Confidence. Confidence. Happiness. Trust. Action. Action's a big one. I'm going to put that in capitals. Replace these things with action. Order. Joy. Orderliness. Hi, Eval. We just released a bunch of stuff. We just released a bunch of stuff, and so now we are replenishing what we want to produce. What are the seeds that you want to plant, that you want to see? We're removing things from our subconscious and we're replacing them with good stuff. So, what do you want me to write down for our full moon replenishment? Hi there. Action, order, orderliness, joy, faith, higher power. What do you want to replace? What do you want to manifest? Abundance, creativity, abundance, absolutely. Feeling a sense of home, comfort, home, prosperity, financial freedom, financial freedom, gentleness, equanimity. Oh, sure. I'm glad you got it. Equanimity, purpose, motivation. Did I write down peace? Peace, motivation, encouragement, good fortune, um, goals, a sense of direction, goals, humor, um, luxury. What do you want to manifest in your life? What do you want to plant that you see comes up as this beautiful plant that you can harvest? What do you want to harvest? What do you want in your life? What do you want in your life? I want to be on the same wavelength with people. I want to be of like mind with advancing people. I want to advance love, increase. That's a good one. Healing, healing, sound health, sound health, sound mind, healthy family. What do you want to manifest? What do you want in your life? What do you want? What do you want? Not power. It's not power. Power comes from something else. We're releasing competition and control of the outcome. So so power, um, what what would be what would be a word? Strength, strength, vitality, um, the ability to make sound decisions, ability to make Sound decisions. Sure. Sure thing. Yeah. How do we release the outcome? What do you mean? Oh, I'm all tied up. How do we release the outcome? What do you mean? How do we release the outcome? It's all tangled up in a cord. So yeah, here. I'll write attachment on this little guy. Attachment. Kind, loving, kind man, happy, blessed future. Blessings. The ability to make it a commitment. So, what would that be? Honor? Would that be honor? Is that we want honor and loyalty. We want to attract people that we're in harmony with, attract healthy people. So we can't change others. We can't change others, but we can change our reactions. We can change our responses. We can change our responses. We got a good list here. Here, let me read the list. And if you guys can think of other stuff, then let me know. Full moon replenishment, faith, higher power, healthy habits, joy, passion, love, acceptance, worthiness, peace, confidence, happiness, trust, action, order, orderliness, abundance, comfort, creativity, home, prosperity, financial freedom, gentleness, equanimity, purpose, peace, motivation, encouragement, good fortune, goals, humor, luxury, like minds with advancing people, advance, increase, healing, sound health, sound mind, healthy family, strength, vitality, ability to make sound decisions, blessings, honor, loyalty, attract healthy people. Well, we want to attract people we're in harmony with. We want to attract people we're in harmony with, but I can write on this guy past of what we're releasing, the past. Ah, sending you all my love. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I'm going to put love, fruitfulness. Thank you. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to, if you guys can think of more stuff to put on here, we can put more stuff on here. But I'm going to start writing our names. So what name do you want me to write on here? What name do you want me to write across here? I can just put recharging, recharge, replenishment. Okay, I'm writing our names on this. I'm writing like Instagram Live, Facebook Live. I'm writing our names on this. I'm binding us to it. Binding us to it. All of you that are watching, past, present, and future, are all bound to this replenishment. Past, present, and future viewers. I know something I want to add. Vision, intuition, the will. Hi there. Okay, so we have written our names across it. Writing Psychic Stina Live on it. Okay, you guys. We are manifesting this. It is coming to you. It is coming to you. This is your purpose. You will wake up knowing what to do. You will wake up with excitement and enthusiasm, feeling vital and healthy and blessed. And that's what I have to say about that. And that is what I have to say. So now I'm going to do a manifestation spread after we've had this whole thing. And then if nobody pays for a reading, I will go because it's late. It's midnight. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Helen, for adding to our release and our replenishment. Beauty is ours. Life force is ours. Abundance is ours. Abundance is hours away. We will find good fortune within hours, not days. Good fortune will come to us in common hours, not years, but sooner, not later. We will be blessed. Be grateful. What are you guys grateful for? Good, Tina. Thank you. Yeah, let me plug in. I forgot to plug in my phone. Here we go. Churchill, come here, church dog. Churchill, come here. Church dog. Church dog. Okay. So, what we are manifesting, we need to be a person with an idea. So, think of an idea of something you want to manifest. What do you want to manifest? What is the idea that you want to see in your life? It says you need to emotionally connect with what you want. Feel love, feel passion, feel love towards you're grateful. You're grateful. We are now think about what you want to attract. Be blessed and be a blessing. Be blessed and be a blessing. So we want to fall in love with our goal. We want passion. We want to be stirred with passion towards what we want. We want to quiet the monkey brain. We want to quiet the monkey brain and we want to make good decisions, but we need to make fast decisions. Don't you love it? Like, there's always a creeper. So it says we need to be aware of we need to be aware of competition and put that competition to bed. That's not what we need in our life. We don't need to be the center of attention, but we need to be the center of our lives. We need to be the center of our lives. We need to be vital, have a sense of purpose. Yes, we need to definitely have a sense of purpose and to be organized. Be careful because it just depends on what you say. I don't give too many opportunities to screw up in my lives. But be careful of what you say because I will block you. And when you're blocked, that's it. That's it. I don't unblock you. So we get the Eight of Swords. So I want us to be connected to good people. I want to release negative thoughts and embrace change. We want to attract people who can be who can bring fruitfulness to our cause. We need to be willing to move to where we need to go. If we have to make a movement, we need to be able to go. We need to be teachable. We need to be teachable and we need to be clever. And we need to be clever. And these things will happen. There may be a move, we may have to, but if something that you want, if you want to have a house, then that means that you have to be willing to move. You have to be willing to move. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave these cards down and I'm going to revisit them tomorrow. What needs to change? Maybe our approach needs to change. But we need to have an idea, and we have to, and so that's the first step, is to know what you want, and to fall in love with the idea. Know what you want and fall in love with the idea, and get emotionally involved, and you will meet somebody who will help you get to the next step. So I'm going to start saying good night to everybody. So good night.